What up guys, good morning. Today is Saturday, so let's get on with another review. Real quick, some updates. Old Dudes and I, our collab, we're about 2-3 weeks out, so real soon. It's gonna be great. The water-based version, the base pomade, new formula, new scent. I'll start releasing news and updates and articles about that real soon, real quick. So other than that, we have new partners on the promotions page. We have Anchor's Hair Company now, great one, biggest discount yet, 50% off. And we also have Crowns and Combs once their website's up, which is what we're reviewing today, 10% off. And then if you guys buy more and more, the more you guys use it, for the most part, the discounts should grow. Just give me a chance to talk to people and stuff like that. What else? I think that's it. So today we'll be looking at Crown and Combs Black Wax Pomade. So this is like a matte product, heavy hold, a rather firm hold, and essentially is for the most part like a really waxy pomade. Something that we actually haven't seen a lot on this blog, or rather not seen a lot, but recently. It's been a long time since we've looked at a really waxy pomade, especially like an oil-based pomade too at that. So if you guys remember, back when we were in Houston, we looked at Crown and Combs, their original, when they first released it. And so if you guys saw in the Instagram, you guys would also saw the original once again in new packaging, cleaned up a little bit. We won't be reviewing that, but just a heads up, like the product looks a lot better now just by design wise, and the formula has been refined a little bit. And so go ahead and start off this review of the Black Wax Pomade, of course, by looking at the jar. So here's the pomade. Sorry, it's gonna be like a little hard to show you guys just because the logo or like the label are printed on like matte black. So I'll do my best though. This is the logo once again. Nothing's changed on that. Crown and Combs, we see it again. And this pomade is from Toronto, Canada. And so this is a foreign pomade that we would have to import. And the thing is, the nice part is Canada isn't really a huge fan of this rockabilly subculture we have in the US. So we don't get that nasty grease or that very traditional orthodox, no different, all the same cut, copy, paste grease that we see in the US. What we get now is something slightly different, something unique, and for better or worse, it's at least something different. And so we also have more description: black wax pomade, all natural, firm hold, matte finish, and polar bomb scent. And we'll talk a little more about what that polar bomb scent even means, or at least what it smells like to me. And then on the face you have the brand again, and you have Crown and Combs, and you have a really just like union made feel or look to it. And ingredients on the back, barcode, blah blah blah. Opening it up, you'll see the product inside, and this is like a grayish black wax. It's really hard to make like pomades actually true black, but here is the black wax, and it has a really different texture right now in comparison to when you first buy it, just because I had to scoop it out and stuff like that, but I'll explain that later. So let's go ahead and start using the pomade. So I remember when I first smelled this pomade, when I received like the original one, and to me it smelled a lot just like mango, since like an ingredient they really pushed for was like the whole mango butter thing. But obviously here I don't see it in the ingredients anymore. And honestly, if they didn't tell me that like this is like a polar bomb scent, I might have confused this thing for like the mango scent like once again. But like kind of thinking about it now, it has like a slightly like Play-Doh scent, also kind of clean. It has this weird like citrusy like ripple to it. But like overall it smells like a mix between like grapes, mango as like a rippling effect, and a Play-Doh smoothness, and not really much of that cologne. When I first bought it, I got like a kind of cologne scent, but I'm not getting that anymore. But yeah, so go ahead and go with styling. So right now, I have 1 day's buildup of product in my hair. So I styled it, and when I took a shower, I like put a bunch of shampoo and scrubbed it a lot out, hoping to really just get only the wax left over. And that's for the most part what happened. And this is a heavy pomade, and we'll talk about that later. It's not really a heavy pomade, I describe it more as a medium. But what I want to say right now is that like a lot of it did wash out. and it didn't like ball up in the shower. It just came out. So scooping this pomade out, like, this is actually one of the toughest pomades to get out. Well, now it's changed a little bit. Yesterday was like a really cold morning, and so when I was scooping this pomade out, I'm talking like table hard and stuff like that. And it's not so much the case right now because like this room is fairly warm. I mean, we got like incandescent like lights right here, right next to my face, so it's like uncomfortably warm. But that's definitely helping the pomade. But like I'm telling you, it scoops out really hard, but for some reason just turns to like butter in your hands, which is really weird. I mean, preferably I like it like it to like just scoop out really easily and then stay as a butter and stuff like that, but the whole buttering effect really makes it easy to apply. But yeah, I mean, it's really easy to apply to the hair. This is described as a firm hold, but as I'll prove later, like this is very much just a medium hold pomade. So I'll go ahead from now onwards in this review approach this like product as a medium hold pomade. And like though you can really feel the waxiness when you like remove the product from the jar, you don't see it anymore after you like, start styling or after you like get on with your business and stuff like that. I don't know where it goes, I don't know what happens, but it's just isn't that present anymore. If we look at the ingredients, wax is the major ingredient, which is really interesting. Actually, oh, never mind. I thought I saw something else in the ingredients. But yeah, so it looks like a mostly like wax-based, oil-based pomade. Somewhat similar to like Old Dudes in a lot of ways to their firm hold or their heavy hold, but I would consider the Old Dudes a stronger version of this pomade. This one's just like a lighter version and a much less oily version, so it's more comfortable in the hair and stuff. And I think that's like the nice thing about the whole Crown and Combs approach to hair pomade. Like, though their products are like oil based and stuff like that, they're not oily products. They focus more on like, not they focus, but they adopt this more like buttery feel to them. So it's still kind of like, you know what I mean? It's still like a buttery oil, but it's really different from like oily. So it's more comfortable in the hair throughout the day and it's less bothersome. Alright, so I'm going to take my last scoop. And I've been taking small scoops to make sure that I don't over add product, since like I do have buildup already. I do have that nice waxiness and I don't really want to take that away. And so with this one, I'm actually going to focus on getting it underneath where I've always had trouble, especially now that my hair is getting longer and longer. Alright, with that done, we'll go ahead and move forward and go ahead, slick back everything, making sure the pomade is evenly distributed. And as we comb this pomade, we really see how easy it is to work with, and like the buttery effect like I was really talking about before. Also, my comb moves through really easily, so you really don't notice that like grip of the wax, or rather the wax has really lost its presence. And so we gotta take note of that, because that's where our strength and our hold really comes from. But yeah, go ahead and start forming the part now. Alright, so the part can be made nice. We'll see how well it slicks down the sides. And so it's like moderately well. I mean, for a firm hold pomade, I wouldn't expect this. I would expect something much stronger, but as I said before, this is actually like a medium hold pomade, or that better describes it. And so we see like a general tucking away of the sides, but we still see a little puff, and I see like a little life to the sides. Mirror it on the other side, bring this back, tuck that away. I'm about due for a haircut, most def. Alright, and let's go ahead and start forming the pomp now. Alright, so I'm just gonna call it there and say it's done. Let's go ahead and go over like the hair and see how well this pomade did. So as you can tell, I mean, it has a good shape, very like average height, and everything still has some like looseness, some slightly messiness to it. It's not like the cleanest pompadour you can ever really get. And so that's why I really want to say this is not really a firm hold pomade. This is more of a medium hold pomade. Or rather, by like American standards, this is like a medium hold pomade. The waxiness, I really kind of lose that. I don't really feel it anymore. And do I really want to feel it? I'm not really sure. But for hold and just hold, you do need that waxiness. But I still get like good control out of this product. So let's go ahead and go from the top. The shine is not there. It's a matte finish pomade. It doesn't take any shine away. It doesn't add any. And especially for an oil-based pomade, this is not really easy to do, but they really hit it like right on the dot. No added shine, no shine taken away. Very much the natural finish of your hair. The scent is still, it slightly exists. It's more of a musk now. It's not so much got that rippliness that was like kind of fruity at first. It really lost the fruity aspect, and it's just kind of like a muskiness now. So that's nice. Slickness, this is like an average slick product. I mean, you'll get a few stray hairs, only really if your hair is like on the shorter side. The strength of this pomade is very much directly in the medium. The control is like good. You can put your hair where you want it to like be put. And the endurance though, we'll go ahead and have to check that out, because yesterday was a very hot day and I spent a lot of it outdoors. So that was really testing out the pomade and really pushing any sort of pomade to the test. But we'll see how well it performs today. Go ahead, come back in a few hours, talk about the endurance, restylability, how well the pomade can really just be used, or how it just looks throughout the whole day. So go ahead, go from there. See you guys in a few hours. Alright, what up guys? I'm back. Obviously this isn't my bathroom, but I wanted to go ahead and finish off this review. So we're in my dorm room now. I got a night event today, or rather event in the evening, so I wanted to go ahead and cut it here, judge the pomade off of this. But real quick before that, I want to show you guys this beauty right here. So this one I actually just got in the mail. Yes, it's a Saturday, weird, USPS, whatever. But I got this one right here. This is another Gus and Chambray shirt. But unlike the one I have, you guys already see, which is the rainbow net one, this is an indigo plant dye. So this is the most exotic fabric they offer. This is from Japan, like plant derived indigo dyed, red selvage line chambray shirt. And obviously I only go to Gustin for my chambray shirts, because everyone else, just the fit doesn't work out, the quality of the selvage fabric doesn't work out, and just Gustin's the only one who can get it right, literally. And I mean, the only one I really trust for chambray shirts. But yeah, I want to show you guys real quick, because like, look at that. Because that's just beautiful, and it's like so nice. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this pomade right here. This is Crown & Combs Black Wax Pomade. This is what we use today. And so, as you can tell, I mean, I really lost a lot of height. You see this like seeping, sagging on like this side right here, where you still see some like okay volume towards the front, but overall back here, it couldn't keep the volume of like the general shape that I once had. And though this is like a wax pomade, though the main ingredient, or rather the primary ingredient is wax, this pomade throughout the day kind of, it's a medium hold in truth, and so it kind of loses a lot of its hold. Rather, it doesn't lose a lot of its hold, but it really just loses a lot of the volume. the product doesn't get all oily, it doesn't really melt too much, it doesn't like really become a nuisance for you, but it does lose a lot of its like volume, and so you have to be wary of that. And so also in terms of restyling it, you can definitely restyle it. It's like really easy to work with, it doesn't get stiff or anything, the wax never really settles at all again, but at the same time you don't really ever get that hold back. So the difficulty of styling a nice tall pomp again is very much out of your reach, but you can style something else. You can style a nice clean like side part comb over, or like a small pump and stuff like that. So the strongest aspect of this pomade is actually just styling something that's really clean and stuff like that. Though you would want your hair on like the medium side, or like the medium shorter side. Definitely like with my long hair and stuff like that, I'm going to need something with a really good strength to weight ratio. What else? The scent is basically gone. Washing it out, this pomade is really easy to rinse out. You can basically get like, I'd say 80 to 75% of it out within like the first shower, which is really impressive for like a waxy pomade. What else do I want to talk about for this product? So yeah, I mean, it was like a really interesting like Canadian pomade where it felt really waxy at first, but once you really started breaking it down, it became straight up butter, and it styled like butter. And so I guess that you can say that was a really interesting aspect of it. And so this is really different from what we've seen in like a lot of American greasy oil-based pomades. We see something lighter than usual, we see something that has unique characteristics, and something that's just not so heavy and greasy, and like the way the oil base works, it's more of a buttery feel rather than like a petroleum type of feel. So something interesting, something that you guys should definitely check out, just as kind of like an alternative and a way to kind of be aware of all the different types of pomade that are in existence. And as we continue to go along with this, as the market continues to grow, there's gonna be a lot more different types of pomade. So it'd be really interesting to start broadening our perspectives and broadening what we understand to be a pomade. But yeah, so this has been Crown & Chrome's Black Wax Pomade. I do have a discount for you below. It's the pomp, as always, full caps, one word. Use it on the website and enjoy your pomade. Enjoy what you guys got, and I hope you guys got something out of this review.